Hi, it's Chris here from the Caravan Place. So today we're going to show you the setup video for our 2016 Coachman Olympia 380. Idea of the video is to show you around the caravan, show you how to set it up and show you how to operate it. So to start with, we make sure that we've got a full barrel of fresh water in the aqua roll, the electric's connected, the gas is connected, and we're all good to go. So we'll walk around the outside first. So as you can see, there's two gas bottles in there. One is connected and turned on. We have the aqua roll here, and just make sure when you push the pump in, you've got your little pistol grip there. Make sure it's nice and tight in there, and fully submerge it into the aqua roll. We have the battery on, and obviously the 230 mains connection is connected up there, and we'll show you the motor mover a little bit later on. To the rear of the caravan we have the cassette toilet. So basically this is where your waste toilet fluids go, and just make sure that that orange handle is pushed down to make it nice and secure. So we've got your filler, which is for your pink flush, and just under here we have the drain down for the flush. So just remember, to drain this down in the winter, and you just take this rubber nipple off the end and you put it back into the original container that you used to put it in. Also on this caravan we have an external awning warmer. So basically when you have your heating on a cold day, you can adjust it so that the air blows through there into the awning. External barbecue point, and external storage locker, as you can see, for toilet chemicals, fuses, etc, etc. So we'll take you inside the caravan. And we'll show you the control panel. So we turn the master switch on, switch for the lights, water pump on, and we have the awning light switch there. So once all that's turned on, make sure that the two drain down valves are in this position, and then we can pull the water through the taps in the kitchen and the washroom. What we want to do is take away any airlocks, so we run it through on the cold and we run it through on the hot. Bit of an airlock there, and then when it's running freely in the kitchen and the washroom, we can then put the hot water on. So we have the Truma system here, and you turn it on here and you have the icons to the top of the screen. So what we do, we could set the temperature by turning the dial to the desired temperature and then press the dial in. The next one is for your hot water. So you have Eco, Hot or Boost. I'm going to put it onto Eco because I have got the caravan warmed up. Now we have a power source. So you've got gas and electric on mix 1 or mix 2. Electric on number 1 or electric on number 2. And then we have the blown air heating. You can have low, obviously, for Eco or high. And then once you've set, just press the back button and that will sit in the background heating up the caravan for its heating the hot water. Various lights around the caravan with various switches dotted about. just turn these off as I go around. And again, this is just to show that everything is working as it should be. Now we're just going to show the fridge operation. So this is the Thetford fridge, and we turn on here and there'll be a little green LED light just in there. And as you can see, we are connected to electric at the moment. Now if you want to operate it on gas or 12 volt when you're towing, you press this grey button till it flashes, and then we select our desired power source. So that's the gas one. Press the grey button again, and then you'll hear a click at the back of the fridge, and then you'll hear it ignite. And we'll just press that button again to go back to the battery icon is for when you're towing the vehicle. So if you're going on holiday and you want to cool the fridge down, you can have that on. And to turn this off, you just hold that in for about 5 seconds, and that's now off. We will now show you the oven, hobs and grill. So this does have an electric hot plate. So when we turn that on, the red light comes on. Give that a couple of minutes to warm up, and we will do each hob. You can see they're all working. That's started to warm up now. Just remember, make sure it's all cooled down before we put the glass lid down, or else you'll have a shattered lid. Grill. Just hold it in for a couple of seconds and release. And then we'll do the oven as well. Okay, and that's your oven. Grill pan is tucked away in there. Best place for it when you're towing. Just prevents if it does fall out and it cause any damage to the caravan. And we shall go into the toilet. So in your toilet you have a grey slide which you need to open before you use the toilet, and then obviously that is your pump. There's no fluid in there at the moment because it's been drained, and we do have some nice hot water running here. So that concludes the video for the Coachman Olympia 380 2016. Thank you for watching. Hi, we're just going to show you how to use the Power Touch motor mover, how to activate it, use it and turn it off. So we have an actuation bar, and as you can see, as you pull that over, it brings the rollers on. So that's the motor mover on. Just got to put some power to it. So we have the isolation key. Make sure your battery is connected, and put the isolation key in there. Turn it so that makes the motor move alive. Make sure you turn your handbrake off. And then press the 2 green buttons to get a constant green light. And as you can see, front of the caravan and the back of the caravan, forwards, backwards, left, right. So let's just show you how it works. Gravel's a bit deep here. there we go, that's the operation of the motor mover. So always remember, handbrake on before you do anything else, that's safety. Turn the red key off. A lot of people leave that in there because that's going to be a locked locker. Handset off, and we have to disengage the rollers. So remember, it's the opposite way to put it on, and up and over. And that is your motor mover operation.